What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, Kayla and Amiko. My name is Michaela, and in this video we are going to be doing the do's and don'ts of attending A&T.
I remember when we started texting. I was playing it cool, you was flexing. I know I wasn't the only one you messed with, but it was good, I was on to the next one. I remember when you started texting.
So first, I'm gonna introduce myself. You already know. I'm Michaela, like I said. I'm a biology major and I'm a sophomore from Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm gonna let these lovely ladies introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Brianna. I'm a freshman business administration student and I'm from Chicago.
I'm Ashanti. I am a sophomore psychology major and I'm from Virginia.
Sure. So, what would y'all say are the do's and don'ts of attending A&T?
Say do make sure that you get involved on campus.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. When I first got here, I went to org fair specifically because I was really involved in high school. So I just found some stuff that was based on my major, like community service, because that's an important part of my lifestyle.
Do make sure y'all are interactive in organizations. That's how I met Bree, because we're both in this org called Mentoring for Her. If you're a freshman, definitely apply. Y'all will love that organization. I love doing community service. We get to mentor girls in elementary school and stuff like that. I never really had the opportunity to do that in high school, so definitely join orgs because it's a great way to meet people.
I would also say everybody's gonna be a part of GHO, so make sure that you have all of your outfits ready, all of your homework done. Make sure you have all of your rides already planned, because my friends and I for GHO, we were stuck almost not going to the concert, and we had to call 6 Ubers. It was a lot going on.
I tell y'all, GHO freshman year was cool, but GHO this past year was terrible. Make sure y'all got y'all tickets in line. As soon as y'all see a free ticket off of 6 Stars or what's the other one? College Days, Diamond Vice, wherever. Make sure y'all get y'all free tickets, because these tickets be crazy. It be $10 for each party. So make sure y'all get y'all tickets. Make sure y'all have where y'all finna go. If you a freshman, good luck to you. I'm not gonna lie, because that Ubering be crazy. Make you some upperclassmen friends, because that be a lot.
Last GHO we tried to just go with the flow. We'll figure out what we're gonna do when the time gets here, and it ended up being horrible. All the tickets were sold out. Definitely try to get the free stuff. We were trying to get the free stuff. The free stuff was sold out. You're trying to get it the day before, the day of. It's not gonna be there. You're gonna have to pay about $15 or so to get in. Yeah, or you're gonna have to pay at the door, and at the door is even worse. It's $20, $25. Stay prepared. Get your stuff ahead of time so that you can actually have a good time, because going with the flow, you will not enjoy yourself and you're not going to be able to do everything that you want to do.
Second thing I would say to do is to make sure you talk to your professors. I feel like talking to your professors can really help you get in there, say for his recommendations. If you're trying to do an internship or a job or anything like that, talking to your teachers is beneficial. It's still kind of complicated. I'm still kind of trying to finagle and figure that out, because as a college student, it's not like high school. You kind of have to, I'm not going to say kiss butt, but you may have to talk to your teacher after class. I know some people be hey, how was your break, professor, or something, just to kind of get to know their professor better. And, if they need a recommendation, they have somebody to go to. So do talk to your professors, or even if you just have questions in general about class, go to office hours, because your professors do like that.
Make sure that you email ahead, and do not email your professors after office hours. They will remember that, and they will take that into consideration, when it comes to the type of person you are.
So make sure that you're active in class. My current professor, he's really big on that. He even said to us I take into consideration who's active in class. If you need any extra points at the end of the semester, I will remember that. Being on time is another good thing. It depends on the professor. Some people, they really don't really care if you're on time or not. My professor, this specific professor I have right now, he gives us extra points for anybody that's on time, on a Friday or something, because it's Friday. Nobody, some people don't come to class on Fridays. So if you come to class on time on Fridays, he'll give us 10 extra points just because. So little things like that really do matter, and will add up in the end when you need some extra points for your grade. So
For sure. And see, it also depends on your major, because I'm a biology major. To be honest, none of my teachers really care about you coming in on time. Like, it is kind of awkward if you walking in 10 minutes late and you're the only person. But none of my teachers give extra points if you come in on time or not. But yeah, it really just depends on your major.
I will say that make sure that you are researching the classes that you're going to sign up for, because this happened to me. So I came in with credits. So technically, I am a sophomore now. Came in and I didn't have an advisor yet. So when I came in for orientation, I really get advised on like what to take and what not to take, really. So like I was kind of taking some really hard classes my first semester. So I would say to just like look that up and then speak with the person who you are signing up with, and just, you know, like compare notes in a way.
Definitely, like if you know other people who are already at A&T in your major, in your department, definitely talk to them and ask about classes and professors. There's something called Rate My Professor that whenever you sign up for your classes, make sure you use Rate My Professor, because it's going to tell y'all about them teachers, if your teachers are good or not. Now, I will also say, I think I talked about this in one of my other videos, you got to take it with a grain of salt, because it's some professors that I have that are actually good and people talk bad about them. But if you see a professor and they got like 15 bad ratings, that's a bad professor.
And then one semester, I do follow my curriculum, but I wasn't really paying attention, to be honest. So make sure that you really pay attention to the curriculum and the specifics of what it's requiring on your curriculum, so that you won't have to go back and retake any classes or just backtrack or anything and put yourself behind as far as your graduation time.
Yeah, definitely do that. With my major, they make us do degree audits, which is like you have to keep going back and you have to do meetings with your advisor. So they look at your classes. So it's really no way that you could really possibly do that. So it kind of sucks, because every department doesn't do that. But yeah, with bio majors and you're a business, yeah. So they make us go back and look at our classes and make sure we follow our curriculum. So yeah, just be aware of that if your major doesn't do that. Don't go to Williams, it's stinking there.
I personally, I don't eat at the Cav much, but if I had to pick one, I would go with the mini Cav. I don't really like Williams that much, but you know, you do what you gotta do when you're a freshman, meal plan, but you can make it work,
Yeah, I don't have a meal plan because I stay in an apartment now, but I do go to the Cav sometimes. Mini Cav is definitely better. Williams got ice cream though. Mini Cav don't got ice cream, but Mini Cav also, I feel like Mini Cav, you gonna see everybody and their mama there, because Mini Cav isn't here, it's in the stew. So if you don't want to be seen, I mean, if you want to be seen, most of y'all want to be seen. So if you want to be seen, go to the Mini Cav. But
yeah, I was also gonna say that, like, you know, I'm a freshman and I have a meal plan, and that's okay. It's just that, like, make sure that you know, like, what's it called, like the Aggie Dining dollars, like Chick-fil-A or whatever. Yeah, so like,
or Flex.
Yeah, like Flex. Like, definitely go with the mini Cav. Personally, I feel like the food tastes better and like in there to me, and it's more convenient because like a lot of people like are over here anyway, because it's in the student center. Like, it's by classes throughout the day. People are hanging out in here. People live near here, so it's like that's kind of like the better option for me. Like, if you're like on campus and, you know, like you're a freshman as well, you can also use your Flex to like go to Chick-fil-A, but just make sure that you don't like spend too much of that money, because you don't want to accidentally end up spending like all your money in like the first 2 weeks, because then it's like you don't have any other option but to go to a Cav unless you want to pay out of pocket. And like that could add up too.
That used to be me when I was a freshman, y'all. I spent the freak out of Flex. I think we got here in August, and by G-Ho, my Flex was gone. I know. My Flex was gone, so make sure y'all use it wisely. I would say do go to Bistro. That's like probably my favorite place on campus. Bistro is slept on. Like, I just started eating there, but it's really nice in there. The food is probably one of the best places on campus, and it's near the student center. Do also go to McAllister's. They be taking a long time with the food, but McAllister's is pretty good too. So
Bistro be taking long too, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, Bistro do take like 45 minutes, but
we be sitting in there just talking for like 45 minutes, and I'm looking up like, where's my food?
Yeah, it's worth it though. It's definitely worth it.
buffalo chicken quesadilla is like the best thing on the menu in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's so good, it will fill you up, and if you have it with some ranch on the side,
Girl,
that is so good.
we have Qdoba too. A lot of people don't like the Qdoba. I feel like the Qdoba is personally decent. And then we have Starbucks. Starbucks is pretty good as well.
Starbucks that's like under Williams is the best one. The one in the student center, they like run out of a lot of things, and like a lot of times you'll go in there and you're like expecting to get something, and they're like, oh well, you know, this isn't a real Starbucks, so we have smoothies.
Yeah, or like they may not take, like certain times I think they don't take flex or something like that. I don't know. They don't.
I think it's the commuter plan they don't take, because I have the commuter plan, and I tried to get I think I tried to get like a frappuccino or something, and I had to pay with cash. So as a freshman, I don't think you have to worry about that, because you can only get the commuter plan as a upperclassman though. So.
But yeah, they have more options at the real Starbucks, the one by Williams.
I know for the Starbucks in the student center in here, like they don't take the Starbucks gift card either. So it's also like, you know, like if you get gift cards from family members, like go to the one that's in Williams.
The next thing is to do select classes based off of your personality. Like say if you're a morning person, select morning classes. If you're a late person, select afternoon classes. Personally, I'm a morning person, but I kind of like using my morning to work out, study, lay in the bed, whatever I want to do. And I like when my classes start around like 12:30, 1 o'clock instead of like 9 a.m. If my classes start at 9, I'm gonna be late.
So you'll be there by 10:15.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there by 10:15.
I think I'm like sort of the same way too. Like, I mean, it really depends. This has been a thing since like the 5th grade. I cannot do math in the morning. And it's like my brain is not awake yet, and as a night owl, like I just can't do math in the morning. But I do like to have math classes that are around like 12 to 2, because that's like the time that I'm like the most awake. Like I can have any other class like super early. It's just like math for me, I feel like you have to like pay like so much attention to math, like math or econ. You have to pay a lot of attention to those subjects.
I'm not a morning person at all. I am not a morning person. My freshman year, I had an 8 a.m. and that is really hard for someone that's not a morning person. And
you know nobody was at that 8 a.m.
Nobody was there. When I tell you, we had like a little sign-in sheet. People would be in the group chat like, can you sign my name? Like, yeah. So after that, I definitely did not take any more morning classes. I honestly, guys, I can't even get to a 12 o'clock sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
12 is crazy.
My earliest class next semester, I think, is at 2. But that's not always like easy to do. Like you're not gonna always be able to only have classes at like 2 or 3 o'clock. Sometimes you're gonna have to just thug it out. But if you can try, like you know you're not a morning person, please do not get anything, I would say before 11. Like I wouldn't, and even that's pushing it for me, but that's just me. So do what works for you. High school, we used to wake up at like, you know, I woke up at like 6 o'clock in the morning at high school to get ready for class, and you know, that was like normal in high school. But to go to 8 a.m. in college is not the same.
Yeah, it's not. It's really not. Because in high school, it's like you used to it. You do it every day. You know your mama and your daddy gonna get on you if you don't do it. In college, it's like ain't nobody on you. Like you can do whatever you want. So it's harder to follow them rules and regulations.
Also, be real with yourself. If you just been at a party the night before all
night,
that's
what I'm saying.
You're not getting up for that 8 a.m. So just be for real with yourself.
In my first semester, I learned that I will never, ever sign up for classes that are back-to-back ever again. I didn't know how bad it was. Like, it's not the same as high school. If it's not something that you're comfortable with, then, you know, sign up for half of your classes on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and then the other half on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Or just try to mix it up, like, if that's not the type of person you are. And it's always okay to take some online classes, especially if you're, like, a super busy person and you're involved in, like, organizations and stuff. I'm taking a couple right now, and I feel like that's a really good, like, it's a really good decision that I made, only because, like, I am involved on campus, so it gives me a little more leeway to get, like, assignments done early. I don't have to sit through lectures, and I can, you know, like, be somewhere else and, like, stuff like that. So, you know.
This semester, I only had 1 in-person class. The other 3 were online, but it just depends on your learning style. If you know you don't learn well online, I wouldn't suggest it, but I love online classes because you have more freedom. Like, you have more time to dedicate to other things. You work at your own pace. You do your work at your own pace, basically. We still have like deadlines and stuff like that, but they aren't as harsh and strict.
Piggybacking off of what Bree said earlier about she didn't like how her classes are back to back to back, it really all depends on who you are as a person. Like, if you're a freshman, that's probably like, you know, that's probably annoying to you, but I live off campus, so I prefer for my classes to be back to back to back, because to me it's kind of like an inconvenience having classes in the morning and then having to come back in the afternoon. So all of it really just depends on the type of person that you are. And yes, I took my first online class this semester, and it's very much convenient, especially being a biology major. If you're a STEM major, just go ahead and lock in, friend. Just go ahead and lock in, because you in for a ride for sure. So yeah, online classes, especially like with electives, it will help make things easier for you. So
Like this. Yeah, I do. I'm sorry. Orientation, this is literally what happened. Like, you would come to orientation, be like at a whole different group at the end of the day or like the end of the weekend or whatever. Like, you're gonna meet so many different people, and it's kind of like a little overwhelming. So something I recommend doing is like trying to make friends with people that are in your major, because you all like kind of have the same curriculum, the same path, so it's like you all can help each other out. Like,
definitely do make friends within your majors. Do keep your circle small. I know A&T is very much like a clout school, so it's kind of like hard, because, you know, a lot of people like to be in everybody's face, but just be careful with that, because everybody not your friend. Everybody don't have you in their best interests. And just, I'm not gonna say expect for your friends freshman year not to be the same friends that you end up with, but
that happens a lot.
it happens a lot. The people I started with, I am not all still friends with. I started with Ashanti and like 2 other girls, and she's the last one left. I mean, I have a whole different friend group now, like her plus new people, but I'm not still friends with the same people I started with, basically. So
Yeah, definitely keep your circle small. Like, I don't recommend big friend groups. Like, it can work. I'm not saying that it cannot work, but you know, it comes with a lot. Like, it comes with a lot. It could be like drama and stuff sometimes, and I just feel like we're personally too old for that. So
yeah.
Keep your circle small and keep authentic people around you, people that you have things in common with. Me personally, I'm not expecting anybody to be exactly like me, because you want to have a variety of friends for different things. You want to have some things, you know, like y'all don't maybe not have everything in common. That's what makes it interesting. But I also like to make sure that I have friends that kind of on the same page as me about like goals and things like that, to keep each other on track. Like, in my experience, I have met people, but they're more so stay at the acquaintance level. Most of my closest friends, well, really like my only close friend is Michaela, and we met because we were roommates, but we also met through a group chat. So I would recommend like group chats and stuff like that.
Yeah, do join group chats and be active. I don't be active in group chats.
Be active in the group chats. I mean, sometimes the group chats don't last. I was one of those people. I was so excited to come to A&T. I was in every single group chat, and when I tell you, I don't talk to none of them, but I know that I can like match a face to a name when I see them and stuff like that. But I definitely don't talk to them anymore, to be honest. But it's still good to just know people, have those connections, or like when you're somewhere in public, maybe you don't know anybody in the room, but you recognize this person from the group chat or something like that.
Yeah.
So it can still be beneficial.
Some of the group chats that I'm in, like said, like you may not end up being best friends with them, but it's still like, you know, you walk around, you be like, hey, like, you know, some of them, or, you know, you go to an event and you start talking to them more and y'all become closer. So I still feel like it's definitely beneficial for sure. The group chat that I started with freshman year, they still text in there every single day to this day. I don't text in there, but I'm still cool with all of them. Like, when I see them, I'll be like, hey, and, you know, they are my close friends and stuff like that. So yeah. I would say don't come here thinking that you're going to find a relationship.
Aggie love story.
I'm not saying that the Aggie love story not true, y'all, but like, being for real, don't come here thinking that you finna be in love. A lot of people here are doing what they want to do. You're not the only person that person talking to. I'm just letting y'all know that now.
Like,
exactly. Everybody got a roster. Everybody got a roster. professors. So yeah, just don't come here thinking you're gonna be in love or find a boyfriend. You might, but that's like I would say 5% chance.
5% is crazy.
5%, yeah, for sure.
I mean, you have a point though, because honestly, and I feel like this is with like any school in general. It's kind of like the college culture where people are like, oh, I don't want a relationship. You know, it's a bunch of sneaky linking and stuff like that.
Yeah, you will find a sneaky link, but
yeah, if that's what you're looking for, it's not hard to pick up one of those. But if you're looking for love, I'm sorry to tell you, Buki, it might be hard to come across. And this is coming from me. Like, I'm not really a sneaky link girly. Like, I'm more of a lover girl, relationship girl. So,
me too.
You know, it was kind of disappointing when I got here. I wasn't coming here expecting to find love anyway, but I wasn't expecting it to be this bad. I'm not gonna lie. So, don't come here expecting that, because a lot of these people, like especially like the upperclassmen as well, like freshmen, of course, the same thing, because you just got here, you're trying to party, this and that. But just don't expect it. And it's nothing wrong with not wanting anything serious, but just make sure y'all are on the same page. If you know you want something serious, don't try to convince yourself that you can fit into the sneaky link culture. Don't try to convince yourself. Stay true to yourself. If that's not what you're looking for, then just let that person go and go find someone that's on the same page as you. But this is specifically for the girls. You know, because there's a lot of, you'll just be walking around, and sometimes it's the locals as well. So sometimes it's the A&T students, sometimes it's the locals. But their favorite line is, do you smoke, or something like that. You know, just don't fall for those type of pickup lines and stuff like that. It's not something you want to engage in, or maybe it is something you want to engage in, but 9 times out of 10, the intentions are not pure. Then I won't go into detail because it's YouTube stuff. But I don't really hear, well, at least to me, I don't really hear people use the do you smoke line no more. But a lot of people that come up to you, I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of people that come up to you, it's not good intentions. I'm not saying everybody, some people, you know, you cute with your Instagram, they don't mean no harm, but for the most part, from my experience, a lot of people that come up to you, it's not like pure intentions, or they really don't want nothing for real, or they came up to you and 10,000 other girls. And some girls may not care about that, but to me it's just kind of like what's, I'm not trying to be another girl on your roster. I really don't care for that. So just, I know like being a freshman, guys coming up to you can be kind of like, oh my gosh, like he came up to me, but it don't mean nothing, sweetheart. Like, it don't mean nothing. Up to everybody. Yeah, it don't mean nothing. So don't take it, and you know what I'm saying. Most guys here, y'all just wanna, you know what I'm saying. Unfortunately.
Just trying to get the kitty out the cage, and
kitty out the cage. That's
oh my god, I've never heard of it.
That's a new one.
A lot of them just trying to get the kitty out the cage. So you know what I'm saying. Like I said, if you with that, you know, go for it.
If you meet someone on campus and you actually like, you like them or whatever, or like, you know, whatever, their vibe, do ask them for their like Aggie 1 ID. And like everyone here knows like the first 3 digits of like everyone's Aggie 1 ID thing. And if they get it wrong, they do not go here. Also, if they say that they left their like Aggie 1 at home or whatever, and like they can't show you right now, they don't go here.
It is like, y'all do be careful. Some people don't care about that, but I've had, you know, some locals come up to me and we done went on dates and stuff, and they turn out to not go here and be a local, and they done lied. So just be careful. Yeah, and they're 40 years old, you know, old enough to, no shade, no tea, old enough to be my papa. So just be careful. Just be careful. What else is we gonna talk about?
Parties, don't spend all your money on these tickets. Especially coming in as a freshman, there are going to be like welcome week package deals, all access passes where you pay like $40, $50, $60, and that is like your pass to get into all of the parties for the week. Don't do it. It's not worth it, because number one, first of all, it's never that serious to pay all that money for a party. I'm sorry. I know y'all want to have fun, but it's going to be plenty.
They're not going to listen.
Plenty of free stuff to do. Please trust me when I say it's a waste of money. Also, sometimes these parties get shut down. So you're going to pay for these passes and stuff.
That's the thing.
And it's going to get shut down. Or either you're not going to get in to begin with. We went to a party, we traveled to a party last GHO. We stood outside for like an hour and a half, never got into the party.
Yeah, and I bought both of our tickets, y'all. I was so mad. Like, 2 hours had went by. I was like, no, y'all, let's stay 5 more minutes. Like, I was trying to get my money worth, and we never got into the party. So when y'all buy tickets, be aware that these parties do be getting shut down. So
and you won't get a refund most of the time.
and you won't get a refund.
So don't waste your money, because I promise you there is something free happening, whether it's a kickback, whether it's a whatever. Like, there's something free going on. But also, please make sure y'all are careful, be safe, and make sure you're aware of your surroundings, and be selective with where you choose to go for these parties. It's okay to want to have fun, but it's not worth your life, because too much has been going on in the world in general, but also like around here. So just please make sure y'all being safe.
These parties are like really unfair too. I went to this one party at the beginning of the school year, and like a celebrity was coming there, and like we were in line for also like 2 hours, and like we never got in, and that was because like they kept letting like people that pay for these passes or like they had status or whatever get in, and we were sitting there for hours. So something I will say is like, although it is pretty popular to get there like late or whatever, if it's like a party that has to do with like some type of celebrity or something, or like something big going on, try to get there as early as possible. Like whether it's free food, a celebrity, some type of, you know, event or whatever.
Don't be a wallflower, y'all. Don't go to these parties and not have fun. At a lot of these parties, I'm gonna just be real, they do play the same music, but make the best out of what you can. You know what I'm saying? If you go to a party, just expect you're gonna hear some of the same songs. You're gonna hear that Meek Mill song. You're gonna hear the same twerk songs. You're gonna hear what's that song? They do this too. Rolling. You're gonna hear the same songs, but just turn up to it. Just have fun. You know what I'm saying? Make a good time out of, you know, nothing. Even if the party is whack, make something out of nothing. Make sure you have a good time and you're not just standing on the wall. Because what's the point of going to the party if you're just gonna stand on the wall? You know what I'm saying? Last thing I was gonna say, y'all, is to make sure that y'all apply for scholarships. If y'all haven't already seen, I have some scholarship videos on my page. Make sure y'all apply for scholarships. Scholar World, that is the girl. Like, she posts all the good scholarships. I've gotten multiple scholarships off her page. And if y'all have any questions about scholarships as well, y'all can definitely email me or message me on Instagram. I got y'all. But yeah, apply for scholarships. It's just like applying to a job or anything else. You have to be consistent. You have to apply to a different one every day. You cannot apply for 10 scholarships and think you gonna get one. Like, I apply for like 100 and I get at least like 3 in return, and that's not a lot, but when it's thousands of dollars, it becomes a lot. So it's worth it.
Do not wait the last minute. Like, do not wait until like May or June of your senior year to apply for all these scholarships. Start that in, like, honestly, the August before your senior year, or like as soon as you can, because when I tell you everybody's gonna be applying for the same ones and the competition is gonna be really tough, you're gonna be looking real sad if you have to like get all of this like money from the government and you're gonna be in debt.
And like I said, if y'all have any questions about scholarships, or if y'all want to see more scholarship videos and stuff like that for me, let me know. Like, y'all message me, Instagram me, whatever, all of that. That is the end of this video, y'all. Those are the do's and don'ts of attending A&T. If y'all have any questions, I will put both of their Instagrams in the description box down below and or on the screen. And yeah, that's it. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.